Okay, let's get into process though. So there are these firms, there are these investment organizations that essentially have time-bound processes.
Mhm.
And when you have deal flow being aimed at you like a fire hose,
Yeah.
it seems like you may have to change your process. So like, let's take like, just think about like the traditional sort of like Monday morning partner meeting cycle time, right? Like basically deals have, as I understand, you can correct me if I'm wrong, the Monday morning partner cycle is sort of like Monday morning is where everybody syncs on the outstanding problems and deals and stuff. And then the rest for the rest of the week, you almost operate completely asynchronously as a firm.
Yeah.
You all synchronize around the Monday morning partner meeting. That's when decisions get made. The cycle time there is too slow. And like firms are having to reckon with that.
Actually, even as a feedback for that, and I'm not sure it's still the case, but I believe Andreessen added a Thursday to it, a Thursday
So
kind
they
of
have
like
multiple
like, but they're a minority, and I'm not sure if they still do it, but they definitely used to do it. Most people are Monday only.
Do they centralize decision making into a single like do all the deals have to go through Ben and Mark at that firm?
I don't want to misspeak. I believe they have 8 GPs now, if I'm right, and they have a lot of other people who are like deal partners and other people who are on the market development team and corporate development team. I believe there's greater autonomy. That's not like just 2 people on the investment committee, and that happens. That happens at firms. Even for the people who started it at some point, it's almost even healthy. It's a good thing. You want people to be more on the investment committee and to be more distributed, because that means you're drawing in good talent and keeping good talent. It's a problem in the Silicon Valley and elsewhere. That's why actually one of the reasons why I think a lot of people start their own funds and spin off and create for their own. Deal flow. So we were talking about deal flow and crazy deal flow. I think the way to go about it is to just try to be like a little thematic and have a point of view on stuff, because otherwise your brain will be stretched. It's like
Totally.
it's like just having to multitask too many
Right.
times, and I don't even feel good about it. I don't feel like honorable if like I'm just like talking to a founder and I'm like just dialing it in and just like asking like pretty generic questions. I'm like, oh God, that was not, I shouldn't swear. That was not so good.
Oh, listen, I mean, I've done that as a podcaster before. Like I show up unprepared and I'm like, okay, what's your thing? Is it an animal? Is it a vegetable? Is it a cloud service? Is it a SaaS tool?
Yeah.
Is it on-prem? Is it off-prem? Is it .NET? Is it Rust?
Please tell me you ask what if Amazon builds this?
Oh, definitely. That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Yeah. What if there's like Amazon Basics electric cars?
Yeah. Just to finish it up, say no to more things. And also too, it's so much more fruitful. It almost feels like romance, like I know like with a girl, if I meet her, there's like a spark, if I meet a founder, like he or she or they, and like I start the call and I'm like, hey, I've been looking in like in digital identity and infrastructure for a long time, and we need to solve this digital identity problem. And the problem is there isn't like a MuleSoft for identity. There needs to be a better like API integration for all these legacy identity systems, the LDAP, the ODAP. And here's how I think it should happen. And we can't ignore on-prem. That's specific, right? It's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to give an equivalent answer for like what a girl would be for me, because maybe I don't even know. But like, if you go and start that conversation, even if it doesn't perfectly match with the founder, the next conversation and the next several conversations will be so much more fruitful. And also, like, it's a reflection of passion. Like, you can't be passionate about every technical project in the world, like, and what is a little bit of a shame with larger firms, and by the way, like I work with many of them and they're good partners downstream, you play a coverage game. If you're inside of a venture firm, like my least favorite thing that I ever participated in was like a quarterly review of all the deals that got done by competitors, and then you just go back and be like, hey, like why didn't we see this one? And then someone says like, oh, I saw it. I sent it to you, and then there's this weird like internal debate. It's just so much of this is unproductive. It's positive sum. Positive sum is better. Find things you're really passionate about. And this is to the people you were describing earlier about people who want to become an angel investor. Just be specific and just be, and the word is overused, but really be authentic. Be authentic to what you want to like solve. Like, I want to solve more on digital privacy and security. I think there's like a constant tension between software build teams and cybersecurity teams. And like what bite of the apple do you take? Do you take the data governance example, or do you do identity and access management? Do you try to shift left for code deployment stuff? Okay, if you do these things, like what are the pros, what are the cons? There's like, that's a level of depth that I hope founders like meet, and I hope actually like I meet them too, to feel like a peer and not just a person on the quote unquote other side of the table, you know?